Hello again, I'm Dr. Cheryl Fraser, bringing you passion, love, romance tips in this video Q&A forum. If you are new to us, welcome. If your friend has sent you this, it's because they love you. Or they think your relationship's in trouble, which also means they love you enough to try to help. If you'd like to receive these weekly, not a video every week, video once or twice a month, and the other weeks you get a love bite, which is a little digestible written form, a little tip for the week, a little way to make your love and sex life perk up a little bit, give you some more relationship skills, head on over to my website at www.drcherylfraser.com. I'm pretty sure my smart tech guy put a link to it at the bottom of this, and you can sign up to be on the list. So today's question comes from, well, a lot of you asked a variation on this question, so I'm going to kind of combine all your questions into one. The theme is essentially, how do I know if I'm with the right guy or the right person, and is he or she my soulmate, and am I settling? Boy, that's not a novel question. So you're in a relationship, you've been in it for a year or 10 or 30, and sometimes you're asking yourself, you've got doubts. Am I with the right person? How do I know if he's my soulmate? Well, first thing, I'm just taking a deep breath to calm myself down. There is no soulmate. I am sorry, but I want you all, after this video, to kill the soulmate. Now, I don't mean literally, do anything violent to anybody. Come on, put your thinking pants on. What I mean is, the myth of the soulmate, I'll love me some Walt Disney movies, but jeepers creepers, there's no soulmate, there's no Prince Charming, there's no Princess Anastasia, and there's no happily ever after all by itself. Nobody is a perfect mate for you. Nobody has 10 out of 10 of the qualities you want in a partner. So I'm going to give you a little trick, a little exercise. You can do it in 5 minutes as soon as this is over to help you figure that out. First of all, I want you to make a list. I want you to make a really honest list of the top 10 qualities you really, really want and ideally need and really want to get in your mate. That might be things like they're a great parent. They value sexuality and it's an important part of who they are as a member of this couple. They've got a great sense of humor and they don't take downfalls too seriously. They've got my back. They're loyal. I can rely on them. They're amazing. They have a condo in Paris. Okay, maybe that's one of yours, and that's okay if it really is vitally important to you. You may want to do a slight review on your priorities in life, but if that's one of the main things you need in a partner, put it on your list. Be honest, nobody has to see this but you. When you've taken some time, and first maybe you're going to generate 20 or 30 things you'd like in an ideal mate, someone you could be happy with in the long term, whittle it down ruthlessly to the top 10 qualities you need in a mate. You'll never get them. Oh, sorry, what? What did she just say? You'll never get a 10 out of 10 mate. That's the mythical, fictional soulmate. It does not exist, baby. You know where it comes from? From Walt Disney and from romantic movies that are written by guys who haven't got laid in 24 days, years, or ever, and they wrote a beautiful romantic comedy dreaming about what it would be like. Those characters are played by actors and actresses that are getting divorced, hating each other, having multiple affairs. Don't buy it. Enjoy the romantic comedies. I do too. But life's a bit more like a romantic comedy plus tragedy. When you look at your 10 out of 10 list, you're buying into a philosophy that our culture puts forward that there's a perfect person who will meet all your needs. I'm sorry, but that's not a very mature approach to real relationship. You know how I know you know that? Because you're in a relationship and you found out that the person you thought was your soulmate is actually a human being and they're not perfect. Now for the good news. I want you to take that 10 out of 10 list. And I want you to identify the top 5 out of 10 qualities that you're pretty sure you absolutely need in a mate. Now, what you're going to then look for is someone who's got those top 5, and they've maybe got 2 or 3 of the other ones. So they're endlessly loyal. They're a great parent. They're very motivated to have a parent. They're super funny, and they take life pretty easily. They don't get too torqued out of things. But they're not super generous. They got some money issues because of their childhood. They're a little freaked out. They kind of hoard their cash a little. You find them a little stingy. It's kind of like, hey, sweetheart Scrooge, what's your deal? Okay, be lovely if he was super generous. She was super generous, but that's their deal and they're not. Does it negate the fact that they're a great parent, they're endlessly loyal, and they don't take life too seriously? In other words, we kind of all need to grow up and we need to see what works instead of focusing on all the time on what doesn't work. Here's the thing, a great mate has 5 to 7 out of 10 of your number 1 qualities you want in a partner. A great mate is not your soulmate. That's a fiction for little girls and boys and we should let it go. Your great mate's a real live person and they're not perfect, but hey sweetheart, Neither are you. I know I'm certainly not. So, to answer the question, is he the right guy? Is she the right girl? Is this my soulmate? Am I settling? You know, if they've got 2 out of 10 and they're major life goals for you that they have no interest in, they absolutely don't want a child, they have no interest in traveling, they have a very different set of values from you around fidelity and long-term commitment, they might be a great person to date and enjoy and get to know, but they're probably not someone you're going to be with long-term. Settling is a dangerous word. Let me reframe it for you to finish off here today. Settling is kind of a nasty word for something that's really positive. Settling means I'm mature and happy and loving enough to be delighted with my 7 out of 10 mate. He or she's amazing, and I don't spend my time focusing on what's missing. I focus on what's present. So, I hope that helps you a little bit. If this has helped you, amused you, or even made you think that I'm wrong, please put your comments below the video. Share this with your friends on social if you like. Forward it to a friend, and please ask me your questions for next time. I would love to get your questions on love, sex, dating, and anything else to do with relationships so we can continue to engage in this format. I so look forward to seeing you in 2 to 4 weeks in this format. And if you're not already signed up to receive these to your inbox, check out my website, www.drcherylfraser.com, and hop on over and sign up for the list. Because we shouldn't always expect our friends to take care of us always and send us important stuff. Thank you so much. In all seriousness, it's really a delight and a pleasure to try to help you create and maintain the kind of great relationship you want. And all of us deserve if we're willing to put in some effort. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.